I decided to not read anything from my book tonight on the precipice of love illuminated. I wanted to focus on the theme of love. So the first piece that I'm going to read to you is entitled "The Day Intimacy Choked," and it's a short story to play on words, and here it is. Sirens blared, 911 was called. Someone tried to choke intimacy. Someone tried to choke intimacy. Even worse, there were so many witnesses to the scene, but only one called for assistance. Imagine that, only one. Let me tell you what happened. It was 7:03 a.m. The townspeople in the city of Do-Gooder-All-Day had a meeting. They were livid and they were irate. Some new neighbors had moved into the vicinity and they were not accustomed to their ways. The woman, she smelled funny. In fact, she smelled too sweet, something akin to coconut or honey. The guy, he always wore this syrupy grin on his face, as if he did not have any problems in the world. On top of that, they always greeted the rest of the townspeople with the utmost respect and dignity. They spoke of elegance, confidence, and a great interest in the well-being of others. The people of Do-Gooder-All-Day had never seen anything like it. In fact, they were suspicious of their motives. They had to be up to something. On top of that, how could they come into a new neighborhood with their noses held high to the sky and show the people who were already doing good every single day something new? Absolutely not. That was not going to happen. Hence the calling of the meeting to get those cockroaches out of the nest. Who was this man and woman? The man's name was Inti, which literally meant that he could peer into another person's soul to see their true character. The woman's name was Macy. She had the uncanny ability to look within herself to correct poisonous thoughts and behavior that made her an enemy unto herself. Together, they were called Intimacy, and they worked together as a united front to maintain harmony and peace of mind. You see, they were dangerous to the town of Do-Gooder-All-Day because they were different. And this caused the citizens in the town to be very uncomfortable. Intimacy always wanted to shake things up, tackle the boundaries of control, and play patty cake with the ego. Intimacy had no use for cages, concrete walls, and manipulative games to maintain distance. Intimacy wanted to be free. And the only way that was to be done was to break down barriers that have existed for eons of years and generations going unchecked. What Intimacy did not know before moving into this town was that another neighbor named Sensitive was also banished from the community. His crime, being vulnerable. He was considered to be too weak. He felt everything. He had no place in the town of Do-Gooder-All-Day. Intimacy did not know it then, but their days were numbered. They did not know that they were a threat to the status quo and a neat, clean, pristine way of living that Do-Gooder-All-Day cherished and worshipped. So, on the day that Intimacy was almost choked to death by a rabid tenant, one person intervened to save them. 911 was called, and while Intimacy eventually survived, they moved out of the town of Do-Gooder-All-Day. They could not stay in a neighborhood that on paper did so much good, but had such malcontent in their hearts. And that one person that saved Intimacy, they left too. After living in that town since birth, they wanted a change and was ready to take a risk, instead of staying in a town that festered nothing but eternal death. In essence, Intimacy did well. It was able to save one. It could not save the others because their hearts were not ready. But one person believed, and that one person took a step forward. What an act of courage. Intimacy eventually linked up with Sensitive, wiped his tears away and said, "It is okay to feel. You are never weak. It takes a mighty, strong person to express their unadulterated self rather than wallow in a sea of repression. I value you when others laughed at you." Together, they linked arms and walked toward the setting of the sun. Intimacy intermingled with sensitivity, risking all to be vulnerable and known at its deepest core. Woo!